Hello everybody from my side. As said, my name is Andreas Faath from VDMA, and here organizing all our working groups regarding OPC UA companion specification development. I will show you short, brief impressions, what we're doing inside VDMA, who's active, and I just can give you all the opportunity to go after that, later on, after we had also a Fieldcom group outside and talk to the groups, and how this will be structured and how this will go, I will explain you later on. At first, VDMA is a really important organization. We have over 3,200 member companies, so it's not about people, it's about companies. And for that, we're the most important organization regarding manufacturing industry in Germany and Europe. We are structured in 38 associations, starting, for example, with agriculture machinery to woodworking machinery or machine tool machinery. So all branches of the manufacturing industry are covered inside the VDMA under one umbrella. We have 6 regional subsidiaries to manage local needs. And we got, of course, foreign organizations of the VDMA which are driving the needs of the German industry and the European industry regarding manufacturing worldwide in the local markets. Especially for my point of view, it's important that we got working groups and forums, because there is a forum industry 4.0. That means forums are handling topics which are not only related to one trade association. That means Industry 4.0 is a holistic approach, and it can be not pushed in one trade association, of course. So that is the most important reason why OPC UA is also in this Industry 4.0 forum and will stay as an horizontal approach inside the VDMA. And this is why we see today a lot of action in different parts of the manufacturing industry, which are connected under the umbrella of VDMA and which are tried to harmonize all the time. They're working together. Again, there are more things inside VDMA like departments and competence centers, and of course we have also companies and foundations. In the end, also important for the topic OPC UA, because they are also active here, we are the host of several European and global sector committees, like for example Euromap with plastic and rubbery machinery, or Simophone in the direction of casting. Altogether, to put it in a nutshell, the VDMA with this represents a broad manufacturing wideness. So that means, as I said, there's one umbrella from the VDMA given to the whole industry with different parts of this industry. What's the goal? The goal is to create interoperability. So of course, that is why we have the World Interoperability Conference. To be honest, for the VDMA, it's not the first time we do this. We had a smaller interoperability conference inside the VDMA last year in November, where our VDMA groups had the chance to interact with each other. And this was the first step to say, this was so successful that we have to bring this to the next level and to do this with the whole world. Not only inside the VDMA, but also with all the organizations which are somewhere out of the umbrella of VDMA, but somehow also in the same topic named OPC UA, of course. Important thing is that there's really a lot of things are achieved right now. We have a kind of education about OPC UA. There is a guideline available also here at the booth in German and also in English, in paper form, but also online. There are online tutorials only available in German, and we have our ecosystem with the platform industry 4.0, with the ZVE, with a lot of other organizations, so it's not a standalone thing from the VDMA, and it's totally member-driven. The most important thing for today is that we had a lot of initiations of OPC UA working groups. And to increase the visibility and the chance to interact with them, we have also this today special event. Next thing, what is maybe important for you right now, is that our companion specifications are downloadable really on early access. That means not only at the release, but also in the phase of release candidate. So in the phase where the specification is not finally published, but given as a sneak peek, I say, to the public. And what I said already is that VDMA, of course, manufacturing industry, but it's totally important that we are integrating all stakeholders also far beyond the mechanical engineering. And one example is here from the Euromap working group from plastic and rubber machinery, and they defined a specification for communication between injection molding to MES. That means there were MES suppliers inside, there was injection molding machine manufacturers inside, there were control manufacturers inside, and in addition, there was a user inside. So it's not only a manufacturer-driven thing, it's a whole ecosystem in the whole communication which is covered in those working groups. And this is the goal to success. Here you see an overview of the working groups which are active today. Stefan Hoppe said it, we had today a kickoff for surface technology, so this is the youngest working group we have right now, but we'll start from the beginning. At first we got compressor, compressed air, and vacuum technology doing a specification. We have food processing machinery and packaging machinery. They are translating the Weihenstephaner standard. We have foundry machinery, which are going in direction with semaphore to high-pressure die casting cells. We have glass industry, flat glass industry. Integrated assembly solutions are doing a special working group which are covering end-of-arm tools. That means from a screwer to a gripper, everything which can be handled end-of-arms will be developed here. Then we get machine tools and manufacturing system. This is with Umati also outside. We got machine vision, which defined a specification for industrial machine vision systems, not component-oriented, but oriented on status, which they have, and also on in and outputs in black boxes. We got material handlings and intralogistics. We got measuring, testing technology, weighing technology is here. We got mining for overground and underground mining. Plastic and rubber machinery have a lot of specifications. Join them outside. We have power transmission engineering, pumps and systems, robotics, surface treatment technology. This is the painting technology, thermal process industry, and also woodworking machinery, which are working closely together with the Umati group. So on this simple slide here, you see how much effort is spent inside the VDMA with its members and all other stakeholders in this ecosystem inside the VDMA and beyond. In fact, today, it's over 350 companies involved, from machinery industry to electrotechnics to IT to automotive. So the whole thing is covered in here. We have over 23 working groups, which are in 17 of those sector units, trade associations. And over 15 sectors are right now in discussion about starting companion specifications. To give you one example, why, for example, it's easy to understand how a companion specification can help you later on in using it. Stefan also gave a short introduction to that. This is a presentation of a demonstrator which was running on Automatica last year. You can see here 8 different robot vendors which all had their own robot running on one of the booths on the fair. And they were all connected to Microsoft Azure Cloud with a programmed interface using the companion specification of robotics. Well, to be honest, it wasn't the whole specification, it was a part of it. But how long do you guess took this to implement for each robot to get this into this Azure Microsoft Cloud? Well, it was about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you compare that to your effort, how long it takes to bring your machine or whatever into a simple cloud you had not that much experience before, I think it makes clear that it's much more efficient than the usual way you are running right now without OPC UA and without companion specifications. This slide and the highest level here, the industry harmonization of companion specifications. So that means not only, for example, the rubber machinery, or not only, for example, for robotics, but cross-harmonization over different industries is the most important and also the most critical thing what we all have to do here. We are right now defining on this level the domain-specific companion specifications, the dialogue, the vocabulary, the grammar for one specific part of the industry. On the next level, there have to be found a language which is covering all the in-common elements which are defined in this more domain-specific companion specifications. And this will be the next step we will do inside the VDMA, and of course, with all of the groups which are trying and want to participate here. So challenges in addition is that we are calculating an increase of working groups until 2021 to have over 80 companion specifications running on this time. So of course, there are also specifications which will be finished, but you never can forget that you have to stay on the road with those companion specifications. It's not like you release one specification, then it's done. You have to stay in the group, you have to rethink your specification, you have to bring more parts or other versions on the market. So it's more like software development with different versions. The third important thing is really that this has to be efficient. So we cannot do it in our relaxed comfort zone. This is really something the market has a requirement today. So it's no idea for the future. It's something we have to do right now. And this is also why we say get today in touch with the standards of tomorrow. And those standards will come soon. We are defining the language, the world language of production. So that means covered machinery, manufacturing industry. And for this, we are trying, and we'll do that, to get all the know-how out of our members, consolidated inside the VDMA, brought together to discuss, to make one global harmonized thing out of that. And this consolidation inside the VDMA, and now we close a circle to the beginning, is only possible because we are covering such a big widerness of the machinery industry. I ask you, Stefan, and I will give the answer. Don't be shy. I think today, from the side of manufacturing, the VDMA is the most important global actor in this field. And I think the OPC Foundation also recognized that VDMA and also maybe Fieldcom Group and OPC Foundation can only do this language of production together and harmonize. And this is also why we are having today this really in close interaction managed event. And it's really great that you are participating here and that you all will put your stepstone to this big thing we are doing here. And internationalization, and this is why World Interoperability Conference is the name, is really important. And how we are doing this beside the OPC Foundation. In addition to the OPC Foundation, there are those big organizations which are more relevant for specific domains, like for example here, G3. G3 is a working group or organization form where on the whole world, machinery vendors of vision systems are talking about standards. So that means there were 60 involved companies worldwide with over 100 participants, and they were from USA, from Europe, from Japan, from China. So really from the scratch in this working group, it was an international working group, which has from the scratch, again, the idea not to make a German or European standard, but a worldwide standard. And this is totally what the VDMA stands for. We don't want to do here a German standard. This should be, this companion specifications in OPC UA should be standards which are accepted and used and implemented and also developed in the whole world. And this is the only way to success, to bring this critical mass in companies behind those specifications to make them a big success. From this side, I thank you everybody for coming here, and I will overhand now to Fielcom Group. Thank you. Thank you.